Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Tito Bapo. Welcome back to another stream of Top Deck Games, hosting a flagship battle here. And yes, you can start now because I'm also starting. So, another exciting Saturday afternoon. It's the end of the month on April, and boy, does time fly so fast. So let's get into the games, shall we? Here we go. Round number one for our flagship battle. We got Dominic going up against Lawrence. Very strong players here for our flagship battle. These guys are no slouch. As you can see, we have NL up against Red Purple Law, which both are very strong contenders in the metagame, especially Red Purple Law. Ever since the absence of Black Blue Sakazuki, with him getting banned last month, and it just goes to show that the deck was too strong for the metagame. It was super hard for them to solve. Like, it had all the tools, and Bandai just said it's time for the banhammer to smack him in the head and make One Piece fun again. So fun is the name of the game. RP Law, very strong, aggressive deck. Let's see how he fares with this NL. Looks like there's a mulligan there for Dominic. Yeah, for those who are not aware of the game of One Piece card game, you are allowed to mulligan max once. So you have one shot in making sure that your starting hand is playable, if not winnable. Like, a very strong curve is what you need in this type of game. But the advantage of playing NL for a monocolored deck that only has 4 life total is that you can delay all of your opponent's attacks when you're down to 1. And if you survive, you basically get his trigger, getting him another life from the top of his deck. So it basically heals. And since it's a yellow deck, he's going to have a lot of triggers from his life total, which can pivot him to really go off and take control of the board. But looks like things are looking to rev up here for Lawrence. Playing that chopper, 4K chopper. Let's see how Dominic is going to start on this type of board states. He plays a 4-drop as his turn. Alright, so it's going to take 1. Looks like he lost his 1-drop over there. And it's going to attack. So the real question when you're playing NL is, how much are you going to manage your resource of your life total? Because you still need to fix your life. Looks like he's going to the bottom with 8 Kid. Nice, even ramps as well. Attaches to Chopper, pressuring him further for damage. Dominic seems to be a little bit flustered with how the game is going. As you can see, the power of Red Purple Law is very aggressive, to say the least. So once again, guys, if you've just tuned in, this is the flagship battle for One Piece card game. This is for the month of April. Every month we host this special event where players get a chance to win very special prizes that cost a chunk of money, which is why these guys are playing. And also for pride. Definitely for pride. you know, you want to get your name up there on the board. We also feature our champions as well every month through our website, topdeckph.com. So be sure to check it out. As our previous champion, I believe, was Ives. Right, place a 6-drop Luffy. Oh no, 5-drop Luffy. So the effect is to KO. Oh, it's a trigger. Okay. Okay, so what happened was Chopper was still attacking, and the Luffy trigger uh, activated from the life total, so it gets to KO. A little bit of misplay there, I guess, for Lawrence. Didn't anticipate, that the NL deck definitely has a lot of ways to trigger. So it looks like Dominic is looking to control the board by attacking Chopper. And he's going to let it go. No problem. Okay, draw 3 cards from that 5-drop. Not familiar with the name of the card though. So what is Lawrence gonna do at this point in the game? He's got some good pressure with 8 Kid. It's gonna get guarded though. Shirahoshi is the name, so it gets to draw 3 cards, I believe. Draw 3 and discard 2. So we'll take out the Shirahoshi, putting it at the bottom. And he's just going to slam a bunch of cards, add additional pressure. Alright, looking to take that damage from Law. He's going to pass his turn. Down to 1. This is the crucial turn, or rather the crucial point in the game for NL, is whether he can abuse his ability throughout the stage of the game where he's left with 1 life. Because technically he has 2 life when NL triggers after losing that 1 life card left. So he has to find a way to abuse that part, or somehow. I mean, his best play would probably be to slam either Portgas Ace. Yeah, no, I don't think he has enough done. Maybe Big Mom 7. I think he has 8 done at this point. Yep, I think he needs to slam Big Mom at this point. Try to get some life back, or put some real pressure on the board, because there's no stopping for Lawrence at this point. Needs to buy time until he can slam Portgas Ace later in the game. Drag this a bit further. This question is he gonna attack 8 Kid, or is he gonna just? It's kind of risky to attack RP Law, because not only does he have threatening board on his side, but he's still at 4 life. So if he attacks, that's gonna give him 1 card in his hand, should he choose not to activate its trigger. So I'm still thinking whether he wants to attack. I would incline not to, as giving him a card means that's an additional resource for Lawrence to put more pressure on the board and try to control whatever Dominic is planning to play this turn. He's got some events in his hand, I believe, like a Thunderbolts. Yeah, so I think this is the better call. Oh, but he has a blocker. Okay, so he's forced to use the blocker and guard. Yep, just to protect 8 Kid, which is nice. So 8 Kid's ability is when a Dawn from your field is returned to your Dawn deck, add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. So very, and it's a blocker as well. So very sick card for Lawrence to have. So he's super ahead in the game. The question is, how is he gonna approach Enel's triggered ability when he is going to attack? So there's the events taking place. So Dominic doesn't want to die randomly this turn, which is good. So Lawrence could be, and he's got a 5-drop already on the field, which I believe is Gedatsu. Okay, up to one of your opponent's characters with cost equal less than their life. So he definitely took out the blocker from Lawrence's side. Which is Shuraya. When attacking or blocking, this character becomes same power. Okay, so that's actually one of the key cards for RP Law's deck. Shuraya. So I've heard a lot of good things about this card. It's very powerful. If you just read the card, this character's power becomes the same power as your opponent's leader until the start of your next turn. So at the very least, it's 5k. Even when it's blocking. Alright, and there's one of the powerful cards as well from EBO1. Bon Clay. Choose up to one of your opponent's characters. This character has the same power as the chosen one, and it also ramps the Dawn as well. So, and you just abuse RP Law's ability to remove your opponent's characters. There's a lot of synergy going on with Lawrence's side. It's just so powerful. The red-purple Law. Like you have a lot of these characters that ramp up with that have recurring effects. They kind of end up being bad in a standalone purple deck, but with RP Law's ability, the leader ability, it basically you can just abuse that ability and clear the board from any other threats your opponent plays, and then no matter what, and then you just keep playing all these characters with recurring effects of returning your Dawn from your Dawn deck and just ramping up, so you don't lose a lot of tempo. Oh, but looks like Dominic was able to control the board all of a sudden, which is good. So it's not outs. And with one attacker, things are looking bad for Lawrence. Only the leader. Looks like Dominic is about to take over the board shortly. I was able to play Frankie. Easily taken care of. And now, there it is. Your boy Portgas Ace with Rush. Heals, and then if you have 2 life cards or less, it gains haste. So it's pretty good. 10k rush is not a joke. So things have turned really bad all of a sudden for Lawrence, while Dominic is looking to make a comeback with what seemed to be a dire situation for him in the past few turns. Raise Max is used. It's basically another Gordon, I believe. And then it's going to attack with RP Law. So now Portgas Ace is 7k, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Guard as well as event. It's like Lawrence is struggling. Tried to attack, I believe, Portgas Ace with Kid and Killer. I don't know, I just want to attack him. For opponents too, it's like this game's 2k. But Dominic is running a resource. He's still ahead in the board right now. Because not only he can basically take out Kid and Killer, which did not happen. It's like Lawrence deciding to protect him, making sure he doesn't lose his pressure on the board. If he does, he might lose control of the game again. So, tough decision for Dominic. Whether he'd want to give him a card or just take care of that. Yep, I think that's the better choice. And now, Lawrence is back to square one where he needs to build a board. He has to take care of this 10k Portgas Ace. Super annoying. And now... Oh my god, is that Katakuri? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Not even the deck list that I'm looking right now, but... Now Lawrence is in a very bad spot. Like, Katakuri resolving, and even gets a heal as well. This is not looking good for your boy, Lawrence. He's looking to struggle in getting back in the board. Takes care of Portgas Ace, though. Okay, slams Shachi and Penguin. If you have 3 Dawn or less cards on your field, add up to 2 Dawn. So it's another ramp card. Unfortunately, there's not much to use effect. Like, RP Law is very strong early game, right? They can definitely control your opponent's board with his recurring effect every turn. But unfortunately, if the big guys start coming up, like the late game slammers, such as Katakuri, like, you're gonna have a hard time dealing with this deck. Oh my god, and there's another... No, Dominic is super lucky today with all his draws. Super good. This is looking really bad for Lawrence. And I'm saying it over and over because it looks really bad. Like, Katakuri is sticking. You're not even sure if you want to kill him. You're still behind on the board. You're already down on 1 life. Dude, Dominic's life is already back at 4. That's how crazy the deck is. Like, if you're not fast enough to deal with this board state, or rather kill Enel as quickly as you possibly can, or find a way to remove... Okay, so it's gonna start with taking care of Katakuri. Yep. I guess that's the good news, Doc Bao, for Lawrence. He's got no cards, he's just top decking, but so far, he's top decking really good. With another Portgas Ace in the previous turn. He's checking his card pool in the discard. Checking what other possible cards could he have? Could he potentially draw in the next couple turns? What could be in his life total? That's very crucial. But so far, I'm very much enjoying this game of One Piece so far. Like, it just goes to show how balanced the game is. Like, you got both of these decks, NL and Red Purple Law. Very powerful decks, by the way. Very dominant in the meta. But if you match them toe to toe, like, they seem to be doing their stuff quite fairly. Compared to Sakazuki in the previous month, like, it was just a dread of an existence for everyone. But Lawrence looking to take that, And that seems to be GG if he just slams all of his Dawn. That's 20k. Or does he have a blocker? I'm not sure. It's hard to check if you don't remember these cards. Okay, so Sanji is a blocker. When you have 2 or fewer Dawns than your opponent in your hand, this card costs 3 less. Okay. So it's a blocker. He's also got Sachi and Penguin. So Dominic is taking his time because the blocker is, it's a pain. But I guess he still has to attack, right? Like, he's got no choice. He still has to attack. He's got to take care of the blocker. Yep. He's going to pass the turn. Gets 2 Dawn. Da-dong! Alright, I believe that was... Not sure if that was a king draw for Lawrence. Let's see, okay, he can make this a comeback. He's already 0 life, so any hit would definitely be like lethal for Lawrence at this point. So he needs to find a way not only to take care of Portgas Ace, because 10k threat is looming right now. He still has to take care, like, he needs a blocker for NL. At the same time, he needs to deal like what, 5-6 damage, or at least chip some of his life total, and he has to worry about the triggers from NL, or rather the triggers from taking damage. So Lawrence is definitely in a pinch here. Right, RP Law attacking for 14. Okay, so gonna activates, and he gets to cheat in a blocker. So not bad. But he only goes so far. And there it is, the Yamato. Definitely a KO. Yep, and that's GG. Sheesh! Dominic taking first round. Congratulations. That Yamato top deck, I believe, was the nail in the coffin for Lawrence. And look at it. That you can tell when you lost the game, like, where's my card? Just checking the top decks of the top cards of your deck. The frustration. Yeah, I can hear Lawrence here right now. It's just, it's like, no. All right, but Dominic, he's been playing for only a couple of months, but it's proving to be a really good contender here for our flagship battle. So now moving on to our next round with a win. But it's not over for Lawrence. If he wants the top 8 prize, just needs to win the next 4 rounds. Okay, so guys, don't forget to like and share the stream. Let me just jump into my face. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about that match earlier. And be sure to check out our website for your sweet deals, as well as the upcoming Geek Pop Gold, which is coming this May. So other than that, we're going to be proceeding to our short break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more. I mean, I'm saying what kind of beat is today. I need me to stop over.
I'm in the big leagues. Told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues.
Alright, welcome back to another round of Flagship Battle here at Top Deck Games. Let me just fix the deck names for a moment. But here we go, starting things off with Rob Lucci going up against Boa, which I'm quite excited to watch, by the way. This is a very interesting matchup because this is the first time I've ever seen Boa in action. Because I barely play One Piece nowadays. But anyways, Boa seems to be a very popular blue deck right now. And with the absence of Sakazuki, I think it might be the time to shine for these monocolor decks as well. So let's try to check for some info. So all of these guys are coming from OPO7. So you got your standard blue cards. You got Mihawk, 2K Guard Mihawk, Kaya. You got Charlotte Pudding. You got the Kaido 10-drop. It's pretty sick. Draw 4 cards if your opponent has 3 or less. So if you curve out really well and pressure your opponent's life total, then Kaido seems to be a very powerful play. For a 10 drop. Possibly on turn 5. Got Jinbei, play up to 1 cost lower, 7 Warlords, other than Jinbei from your hand. So, seems to be a very aggressive deck with a bunch of tempo counters such as Gum Gum Rain and Red Rock. Also Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger. Place up to 2 characters who cost 6 or less from the bottom of your deck. So, the cool thing about blue is that they have one of the most efficient ways to remove characters in the game. With Red Rock, of course, just delete any character, put him into the bottom of the deck. And I believe Rob Lucci looks to be a very similar Sakazuki deck, control type of deck. Trash 2 cards on the top of your deck. Give up to one of your opponent's character, cost -1 this turn when attacking. So you get Hina, Helmepo, giving minus cost. And then you have the CP9 synergy with Kaku, just deleting any character. Khalifa to fix your hand. Gecko Moria for that synergy in the graveyard. Yeah, it seems to be a very straightforward control deck with some graveyard recursion. Spandine, return 3 cards with CP from your trash to the bottom of your deck. Play up to 1 for cost lower character with CP other than Spandine from your trash vested. Cool. Lots of recursions going on. A bit of removal. Trash 2 top from your deck. Finger Gun, KO up to one of your opponent's 5 costs or less. Pretty sick list. And we're starting things off with Aaron taking the hit. Here's Khalifa. And Ives is looking to fix his starting hand right now in the second turn. I mean, there's going to be a breaking point somewhere in the middle of the game where the cards aren't going to be thrown at, you're going to end up spending all your resources at a focal point in the game. It's hard to tell which one may have the upper hand in terms of matchup. With Boa, you may activate this when your character leaves play from one of your abilities. If you have 5 or less, draw a card. So, I think the key card here is definitely Boa, the leader herself. So on once per turn, during your turn, you may activate this if your characters leave. So you want to have all these recurring effects from playing your characters, such as Pudding and Mihawk, even Kaido, if there's a way for you to bounce it. Edward Weevil, even Crocodile. Yeah, you can even bounce your own. Okay, very interesting. And then just use Boa's ability to just keep drawing, just have a lot of card advantage. So there it is. The pressure is on Jinbei into Crocodile. So you want to be aggressive, but you want to make sure that your card total is very healthy in your hand. So you also have Boa Hancock as a top end. 6 drop 8k up to one of your opponent's characters other than Monkey D. Luffy cannot attack until the end of their next turn. Then place up to 1 cost 1 or less from the bottom. Okay. So you can also even pick some of your characters like Kaya to go back to the bottom of your deck in case things get really dragging. Okay, Spandam is played. Mills 3 gets a card. So we're gonna pressure with Khalifa. And this may be a sign from Ives telltaling Aaron to, and we're gonna be here for a long game. Like, I'm gonna start taking care of your characters on the board. And Aaron says, fine, let's play that game. I'm gonna guard it with Charlotte Pudding. Rob Lucci has yet to attack, and he already has a stage, I believe, which is Eddie's Lobby. You may rest this stage. Looks like he's attacking. Okay, he's milling 2. Gets to guard as well. If your leader has CP in type, up to one of your opponent's characters gains -2 cost during this turn. It's another activated ability to just keep the pressure on for reducing your opponent's character's cost. Now plays Rebecca. Return to 1 black character other than Rebecca with cost 3 to 7 from your treasure hand. Then play 1 cost 3 or less black character from your hand to the field. Doesn't play anything. Or maybe still thinking. Very interesting. By the way, guys, thank you so much for watching our stream. If you've just tuned in, this is the flagship battle here in Top Deck Games for the month of April. This is round number 2 between Ives and Aaron, running Rob Lucci and Boa. Two monocolor decks that are looking to break the metagame because have not seen these decks for quite a while. There are some lists that are topping, mostly in Japan, just because they're so active. But most of the decks that I'm seeing so far has been dominated by the previous decks that we've seen, which is Red, Purple, Law, as well as NL. Those are just your staple decks to play. And if not, you could play Black, Yellow, Luffy, which is also a very powerful dual-colored deck. But Rob Lucci and Boa, very interesting choice for both these players. As Aaron is looking to attack with Crocodile to the leader for 5k. Let's see if he responds. Now, you may think that it's just going to attack for 1 damage. Maybe Ives can take it. But if you think about it, like on the grander scheme of things, as the game progresses longer, each card would actually matter. Whether you take the damage or you block, you guard it with your cards in your hand. So all of those matter. So we're already at the point in the game where things are getting spicy, and looks like I was able to draw an event which has a trigger, I believe. It's Tempest Kick. Draw 1 card, and if your trash has 10 or more cards, give up to 1 your opponent's character -3 cost for the turn. Trigger is KO up to 1 of your opponent's 3 cost. Ooh, it's pretty good. Takes out Doflamingo blocker. That was a good trigger, by the way. It looks like he guarded, throwing away Spandine from his hand. So as I was saying, things are getting really spicy. As you can see, Ives is willing to take 2 damage for the turn. And there is the 6-drop Boa taking care of one of Ives's characters. I think it was I believe it was Spandam. So looks like Khalifa cannot attack next turn, unfortunately, as it was the first targets for Boa. And Aaron looking really healthy with his card pool in his hand. So let's see how Ives is going to deal with this board at this point in the game. Yeah, he might be thinking of thinking a bunch of characters in the field. But Aaron says, no, I have the advantage. I don't want to let this go. So Ives does a little bit more milling from Rob Lucci's effect. This might be the turn for Gecko Moria, which could turn things around, which we're already seeing in his hand. It might be the power play that he needs to get back into the game. So he might do it just that. Okay, -2. Yeah, that's -2 cost for Boa right there. He could try to take care of Boa because 8k is also not it's nothing to scoff about. Oh, what is this card? It's the first time I've ever seen that. 8-drop. I'm not sure because of how the alternate art looks like. So double KO. That seems to be a very good card. me try to look for another Rob Lucci list and see what that card's all about. But anyway, still a very good turn here for Invest, taking care of two characters off of Aaron's field. But Aaron has Red Rock in his hand, so not too worried about that character. I believe that's Sabo, but not the Sabo that we know. Not the 5-drop Sabo. Looks like an 8-drop. Let me see if I can find that card. Very curious. Yep, there's the Red Rock taking care of that 8-drop. See if I can find that. But anyways, looks like Aaron was able to take care of that, and he's already putting Yves down to 1 with Crocodile and Boa. So still not looking good for Yves. I think this could be the turn for Gecko Moria. Bring back some characters as well. Get back on the board. Maybe possibly a blocker. Draws for a turn. That's another Gecko Moria. I don't know about that. I think he needed like a 2K guard. That would have been a crucial card to have. But look at Aaron's field. Like 4 life. Still looking very healthy. Right, so -2 cost for Crocodile. It's not issue. Anyways, let's see what's gonna happen. So Rob Lucci is gonna attack, put another -1 cost for your boy Crocodile, which is now down to 1 cost. So any card could definitely take care of Crocodile at this point. Khalifa going to the bottom. Looks like a trigger happened with Red Rock. So things are not looking good for Yves. But he is forced to play Gecko Moria and bring back Rebecca. Okay, as well as Spandam. So look at top 3, reveal 1 CP, then put the rest to trash. Okay, I believe that's a 2K guard, if I'm not mistaken. But he's slowly back on the board. I believe Rebecca is a blocker herself, so should be able to. Yeah, then you could play another. So Yves is slowly flooding the board once again. Oh, bringing back Sabo. Okay. Nice. That's pretty good. Although the bad thing about Sabo is he protects. Oh, nice. Takes care of Crocodile. He protects his board from being destroyed. Unfortunately, the Boa deck is mono blue, so does not have a bunch of destroy effects, but rather putting them on the bottom of the deck type of effect. So doesn't really do anything much. Other than maybe protecting them from being attacked by the leader or the characters, I guess. Sabo's effect can't be KO'd by card effects, so you can still KO them through combat. Still don't have any clue what that black card was. Maybe it was Rob Lucci? Destroy. So there's the Brook taking care of Crocodile. KO. And Boa looking at pressure. Invest his life total. Looks like he's thinking about taking it. He does have one blocker. I would consider taking it, by the way. Like, he's super ahead on the board. He's just one. Like, the most probable play for Aaron is most likely Kaido. But I think I saw a different Kaido 10 drop in his hand. Maybe the Rush. I think there was a Rush blue, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not gonna take any risk. Trades with Rebecca instead. And there's the Kaido 10 drop. Okay, so it's like bounce effect and gets to draw. Alright. I remember buying that card. So Kaido 10 drop. Just very powerful tempo play. Negating Gecko Moria's effect from getting back on the board. So it's up to Yves to most likely bring back Rebecca once again. But another fear is that he could have another Red Rock, and that could cost him the game. So Yves is doing the math right here. I'm gonna find some way. Oh, there it is, the Sabo. You may trash one card from your hand, get up to cost 5 or less, and one of your opponents cost 3 or less characters. Alright, so Sabo 8 drop. Finally found a card. It's a very sick art from OP07. So very tough spot for Yves right now. He still has a bunch of outs, but not sure which one is he gonna choose. Okay, reducing the cost. Now Kaido is down up to 7. And then there's another Crocodile. Oh no, it looks like a block from Aaron. Bo Bay. Yeah, Aaron's doing it. He's still looking at healthy 6. Or not 6, rather 3 life. But Kaido already down to 4. And he's looking to take it out using Gecko Moria's effect. Which is why he was doing the math. Bringing back Rebecca as well. Which also brings back another card that's gonna reduce further down to 1. And Rebecca is going to play a card that could take care of Kaido, if I'm not mistaken. So he's gonna call over Brook to take care of Kaido. Another nice turn, which is why Gecko Moria was super hype when he first came out uh, as a black character here in One Piece card game. It's so cool to see a reanimation type effect that just chains a bunch of recurring effects from all of your characters, which is so good. Which is why bounce effects are like very bad. I mean, to deal with these black decks, especially if you're mono blue. So your only really clean answer is red rock at this point in the game. One life Eves, but super ahead on the board with 5 characters already, and Gecko Moria as your top end. I mean, that's a sweet deal if you ask me. Like, super, super good for a turn for Eves, but now he's looking to pressure his life total once again. Neves, not worried about letting go of Rebecca once again. But how is Aaron gonna break this wall? Sanzen Sakai, alright, taking care of Brook at the bottom. And he gets to draw a card, I believe from Boa's effect. Gonna play Pudding. He's gonna draw, I believe. Okay, your opponent shuffles all their hands, and then your opponent draws 5. Okay. So I think he's just taking care of his hand, making sure he doesn't get ahead in the game, which is a cool effect, but Aaron still not out. Looks like the tides have turned if you look at the board state right now. Only has Pudding at this point, while Eves has a bunch of characters and a bigger character, which is Gecko Moria. But the timing for Charlotte Pudding was pretty good because he had a second Gecko Moria in his hand. So let's see if he could draw it though. And he is going to draw for the turn, definitely. So he's still has another shot. Both players are at max Dawn. Alright, let's get it. He gets Sabo. Whoa, that's pretty good. Can take care of Charlotte Pudding. And it's a 9k drop. It's another powerful effect. Right. Make Charlotte Pudding down to 2 cost. Let's see how he's going to play it out. Rob Lucci going in, and I believe he's going to use the effect to put her down further to 1. Yeah, 1 cost remaining for Charlotte Pudding. Alright, forces the guard. Only has a bunch of events left for Aaron in his hand, so not looking good. I think this is the powerful theme for black decks, especially Rob Lucci, which is pretty good in a sense that you can bring back all these characters and have these recurring effects. At first, they kind of seem very mediocre if you just read them themselves, but if you bring them back over and over again with Gecko Moria and Rebecca, then that's a totally different story. Because right now, Ives is sitting at 1 life, but he's controlling the board super smoothly. Just like how you would see in a Sakazuki deck, diba? Like, it's so good. It's super efficient, and looks like he's gonna throw the another Charlotte Pudding, which I'm not recognized. Being blocked by Gecko Moria. And there's the other Brook. It's gonna play another character. There's a Sabo. Draw 2, discard 2. Just hoping to get a Gecko Moria right there. But guard effects would be okay, just to keep it safe. Sabo is actually very strong in this deck because it just messes up your opponent's turn. So looks like we got a searcher here for Aaron. Sengoku. Look at the top 5 cards. Get 7 Warlords of the C-type card and add to hand. And now he's already at 2 life. This is not looking good for Aaron. Like, it's been back and forth. Aaron was like super ahead in the game, and now Yves just slowly withering Aaron's resources. All of his characters are basically gone at this point. Alright, he gets a Jinbei. So looking to get back on the board, but I don't know how he's gonna deal with this Sabo and Gecko Moria. I think he still has a red rock in his hand, if I'm not mistaken. 6k to leader. He could opt to just guard. Guard is fine. Yeah, block and guard with Sabo is also fine because it's 6k. A little bit easier to manage. Yep, just guarding with Spandine with a 1k guard. So you don't have to waste your resource in your 2k resource of guarding. So a bit of a pinch here for Aaron. His own Gecko Moria doesn't really do much. He can bring back his Sengoku Searcher for a power play. But he needs something. He needs like a huge beatdown type of character to slam in. Like another Kaido would be good. But we're not seeing it. Jinbei into Gecko Moria. It's not a bad play. So he's gonna bring back 1 card. Taking up Crocodile. He's got 4 Dawn left. Probably play it with Jinbei as well. But the fact that he has no guard means he's very vulnerable if he passes. Sanzen Sakai instead. Taking out Brook. Draws a card from Boas Vec. And he's looking to pass a turn. Okay, draw for the turn. He's got 4 cards in his hand. Still very ahead with Gecko Moria and Sabo. Right. Uses Jinbei for guard. I still got 4 attackers. So he's gonna test out his hand if he has any other guard. Probably has one. Okay. Jinbei going down to 3 cost. It's definitely gonna make him force his hand. Not lose any more life total. There's the other guard. Gecko Moria for 9. It's definitely gonna take it. Is he gonna get a red rock effect? Nothing. Right. Gecko Moria down to 2. Oh, slam Sabo. Oh my god. And they're both dead. Ooh, that was disgusting. And he leaves Sabo as a blocker. My god. This was such a masterful play from Yves. Very sick. I don't know how Aaron's gonna come back from this. Like, that was just a very efficient way of a turn. If you were up to this point in the game, like, that just goes to show the masteral of the deck coming from the player himself. Like, I would have played it differently if it was me. But looking at that play earlier, that was really, really impressive. Because now Aaron's in a pinch. He's super low on characters to attack. So that means he can't have lethal again. That was the only thing that he was preying on when he gets his turn back. But now he's back on a pinch, and he has to deal with like potentially 4-5 attacking characters with at the very least 8-9k power on average. So he's running low on resources. I think this is the weakness of Boa, is when you drag the game too long, your cards are not gonna matter as much. Or rather, their impact in the game is getting really low. Like, it's rough. It was looking good at first for Aaron, but he's definitely in a pinch at this point. Even the events are just looking very clunky, because you'd rather play characters with on-play effects and then get them to attack, which means they've already done a really good job in getting you that victory closer. Whereas events are just ways to mitigate the board early in the game. But if it's getting late at this point, like, they could be game breaking, but sometimes they're just too clunky. Most of these events, you have to cast them on your turn, because you want to be pushing more pressure on the board, right? So it's rough. So he gets to play Edward Weevil, draws a card. 4-drop 6k. My god. Back in my day, our 6k 4-drops were just vanillas. They don't mean much. Alright, but forces the guard. And is gonna pass. This is not looking good for Aaron. And Ives is very much poised to take over the game and win. Starting off with a Gekomori attack. Forcing an attack, no draw. And just slams Sabo with a lot of damage. And that is it. Ives is your winner for round number 2 with Rob Lucci. Congratulations. That was a very sick play that we saw earlier, ladies and gentlemen. Like, the fact that he calculated every step of the way. Like, he took his turn very methodically, making sure that all of his plays were meaningful, and he was able to control the board smoothly without letting Aaron have a chance for a comeback. Like, I would say that was a masterclass of a Rob Lucci matchup for Ives. But Aaron, not over for him. He still got 3 rounds. Boa seems to be a very strong deck. Might need a little bit of sauce with how he sequences plays. Not sure. I'm not familiar with the deck as well, but it's just a clear winner right there, as we've seen in the game, where Rob Lucci was just going off with multiple Gecko Morias and Sabo. Sabo was like the MVP for this game, in my opinion. Just took care of the board multiple times, and then Rebecca just bringing back Sabo as well as Brook. Like, very insane control gameplay from Ives. So congratulations to him. Alright, so another break for us. I think we're going to be moving on to round number 3. And always remember to hydrate. Yeah, thanks a lot, Erickson. You saw the mineral water right there. So we'll be taking a short break. After this, don't forget to like and share the stream. Leave a comment down below what you think about the matches so far. But short break. We'll be back right after these messages.
I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more. I mean, I'm saying what kind of beat is today. I need me to stop holding.
Fuck a put.
I'm in the big leagues. Told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues.
Ay, kalimot ko.
Tupian pa may mag-open.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう
Headbanger. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style.
One, two, three. So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion in 3D. You won't regret me. Champagne confetti. I wanna see it in motion in 3D. Cause you know I like it, girl. 3D. You know I like it, girl. 3D. Body to body to body to body to body. You and me, baby, you know that we got it.
I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more of that. I mean, I'm saying what kind of beat is today? I need me to stop over. Them on you, on me, on us. Just tell me you want me.
Fuck a put. Get it, keep it cup. Kilo, halo, they fuck me slow, so.
Don't you wanna taste it, just to get it started? Futuristic patience, take it 'cause you earned it. Bling, 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 bling. I like chains on chains, blood stains stain my range. Just a little warm, touch me when you.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me. By making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands, I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me. By making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues.
Ay, kalimot ko.
Tupian pa may mag-open.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう
Headbanger. Hit me. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style.
One, two, three. So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion in 3D. You won't regret me. Champagne confetti. I wanna see it in motion in 3D. Cause you know I like it, girl. 3D. You know I like it, girl.
Alright, welcome back to another round of Flagship Battle here at Top Deck Games for the One Piece card game. We are at round number 3 between Kendo, who's running RP Law, going up against Wendy, who's running Katakuri. So, another dual color versus monocolor deck matchup, which was very similar in the first game, or rather the first round. So, let's get into it. We saw earlier that RP Law is very strong, but later in the game could be falling a bit short up against these yellow decks. Although this may not be NL, but Katakuri is still a very powerful threat of a yellow deck. So we're gonna see a mulligan here for Kendo. Oh, as well as Wendy. I think she drew her 5 and did not like the top 5 of her deck. But I believe the difference between NL and Katakuri, I think Katakuri is more of a proactive type of deck compared to NL. Right, this recent list that we've seen for Katakuri, very standard list. Most of this top end is going to be Katakuri himself and Big Mom, 7 and 10 drop. You got your fixers, Charlotte Pudding, Charlotte Pero. So Katakuri's effect is look at top 1 life of the top of your opponent's life area, and then either put it in the bottom of your life area or top. Then this leader gains 1k. So it's basically 7k make sure your opponent doesn't have the best draw in taking damage. And she gets to go first as well, which is good. No, Katakuri is not banned. It's Sakazuki. That's the leader that's banned. The first leader ever banned. So far, the cards that have been banned, I believe, were, I think it was from Nami's deck, and then the card from Whitebeard, Moby Dick. All right, so that's a free attack for Kendo, and there's the guard. All right, Bon Clay looking to ramp up for Kendo right here. Okay, what's the play here for Wendy? Looks like a KO type of effect. That's a 5-drop. Oh, it's Gedatsu. Okay. Did not recognize his hairstyle with the alternate arts. Alright, so looking to see if he could take the top card of his life. Just looking to take it. No effects from Katakuri so far, as he is not attached with a Dawn. So Wendy is just trying to be very efficient with her Dawn for the turn. Kendo just getting in for free attack. But as you can see, Kendo with basically very reserved of his card total. Just playing one card for the past 3 turns. And taking 1 damage. Ooh, there's an ace. So taking out 3 Dawn using RP loss effect. Taking out Gedatsu. It's a good play. And then Bon Clay comes back as well. Wow. Okay, it's like the power of RP Law is taking a lot of effect. Wendy, what's the play gonna be? We saw how resilient the NL deck was. Let's see how Katakuri is going to deal with RP Law, because so far Kendo is perfectly playing his 3rd turn quite well with a very early Portgas ace. Like 7-drop 7k is pretty big. Alright, looks like that's a 5-drop draw 3 for 0. Can't remember the name, but it's definitely a good filter. You normally want that in your top end of your life card or life pile. So you'd have the free trigger of drawing a bunch of cards. So it's gonna discard 2. I think one of them is an events. So it's going to use Katakuri's trigger. It's going to check the top. It's going to put it at the bottom. And Kendo double guards. It's going to pass the turn. But Wendy still has a lot of cards in his hand as well. On her hand, rather. But that 7k Portgas ace is gonna be pressuring Wendy's life total at this point. Still thinking whether to take the damage. She did put the top of her life total at the bottom. Let's see what she got. Looks like a trigger. Thinking about it. So she's deciding whether to put it into her hand or let the trigger happen. Oh, and it is. All right. Looks like it's a. Not sure what that card does. I'm not sure if it's Capone BG. Let's see if we could find that card. I think that's Pero Spero. Give me this card. Not play this card. Yeah, okay. So it's Pero Spero. It has the trigger effect of discarding a card, and then you may play this card. So it gets a free 5k drop right there. And it has the effect of look at top 3 on KO. Top your deck, reveal up to 1 Big Mom Pirates and add it to your hand. Nice. It helps search your top end big moms, which is very good if you really want to end the game very quickly with your yellow deck. But there it is, the 8 kid. Right, nice. The Gordon effect. It's gonna take out the Pero Spero very quickly. Into Reiju. Wow. Very efficient play from Kendo. Nicely done. And I think we're seeing how powerful the RP Law deck is. Just super efficient. As Wendy was trying to be very efficient with her Dawn every turn, Kendo just takes it up a notch and just plays multiple characters with the effect of these characters, or just by ramping up with the Dawn. And then RP Law just taking advantage of just putting it back and then taking out your opponents. No, don't move the table. Pushing it too hard. But anyway, Kendo in a very good position. They are equal at life total, but Kendo is definitely up ahead in the board at this rate. Wendy draws an events type of card. It's the you're the one who should disappear. What is with these translations? Trash up to 1 card from your hand. It's a free 3k counter. It trigger if you have 0 life. Put a cup card. It heals. Then trash up to 1 card. Trash 1 card from your hand. All right. And Kendo's not even. Wait, what? Ah, looks like he's blocking. Okay, so looks like Wendy just wanted to take out the Bond Clay, and Kendo obliges to. Oh, it doesn't want to let it go. Looks like it's a very powerful card to keep on the field. Looks like he just wants the recurring effect of Bond Clay just ramping up and then using Law's effect over and over again to clear the board. But we're almost getting to the point where we'll see Big Mom or Katakuri himself going on the field anytime soon. Just not quite there yet, as Wendy is not ready to play those cards and is gonna try to take effect of Katakuri by attacking with Dawn, looking at the top of her life. See if she wants to keep it there or put it in the bottom. Okay, so decides to put it in the bottom. Doesn't like it, and looks like Kendo is just gonna let go. So he's basically trading some of his cards just for Wendy to be a little bit inefficient with her Dawn play for the turn, and Kendo seems to be happy about it. Alright, so Port Guts Gaze gonna go in for 7k. She does have a bunch of events on her hand, so may not be reluctant to attack. But she is running out low on her cards. I don't think she wants to throw her Big Mom anytime soon. She definitely wants to play it next turn, hopefully. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think she has one Dawn left on her Dawn pile. And that should be able to... Oh, throws out the Big Bomb. Yeah. Okay, so she's just happy to keep one of it. Still thinking hard whether to take it, and she does take it. No effects. Seems to be reluctant on taking that damage. Reiju being played. Looks like Kendo slipped up with his card right there. Okay, so Reiju's effect draws 2 cards, I believe. It's going to discard. If you're equal. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wow, that's actually really good. If you have less than or equal Dawn on your field than your opponent, if you have 5 or less cards, draw 2 cards. Wow, that's actually a really good card. Okay, no wonder people are playing RP Law. Like, so I guess Lawrence was just super unlucky from his game, because looking at Kendo's board right now, like drawing multiple Reijus and just having a lot of cards in his hand, but at the same time already putting a lot of pressure with an early Portgas Ace as well as 8 Kid for a blocker. Things are looking rough for Wendy. Still deciding whether to take. There's still a 8 Kid. Not sure whether she'd want to take the damage. I kind of feel like at this point, Big Mom might be too slow for next turn. I think Wendy needs to focus on taking care of the board at this point, because it's looking really rough. Like, multiple 5Ks. You got a blocker as well. You got a 7K on the field. That's already been doing a lot of damage. So Wendy is definitely in the think tank, deciding whether to take the damage or not, or whether to spend her event right now. I'm not sure. All right, so doesn't want to deal with it. Uses loss effect to take care of Charlotte Pudding. Alright, just a little bit of a efficiency. Putting it at the bottom. And here comes Kid and Killer. Oh, it's a rush. Oh no. Now she's forced to take this. Okay, no trigger. And look at Kendo's board, already full. This is not looking good. Oh man, and he's going for the offense right now. He's not afraid. Okay, free play. Discarding. What would you like to discard, Mr. Pero? And she's gonna discard 3-drop. I think that's Charlie. No. Okay, Wendy's turn. Slams in the Big Mom. Let's see if this could make a comeback. Trying to take care of some of those attackers. Kendo ready to guard those, and he's smelling blood. This could be it. Kendo has 5 attackers, and she's down to 1 card. Man, this Katakuri is just not doing justice. It's gonna take the damage. Alright, takes on 1 attacker though. Alright, and that's GG. Kendo gets the win. Congratulations. Wow, very explosive turn of events for Kendo. And he was able to just keep the pressure going. I think that's what we wanted to see from in Red Purple Law type of deck. And that's the way to go for dealing with these yellow decks, I guess. Maybe I'm missing something with probably Wendy bricking. I'm not sure how the curve works. But there's the fist bump, and looks like both players are going to be moving out. But anyways, congratulations to Kendo. Moving on to the next round with another win. I think he's getting a little bit closer to our championship win, taking down the Flagship. We'll see who his next opponent is. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll be taking another short break, waiting for the next round to begin. But be sure to stick around and watch these messages. We'll be back after this.
I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more. I mean, I'm saying what kind of beat is today. I need me to stop holding. Them on you, on me, on us. Just
kitty cat. Kilo halo range, fuck me slow and slow. Don't you wanna taste it, just to get you started? Virtual basic patience, take it cause you earned it. Bling 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 bling, I like chains on chains, blood stains stain my range, just a little warm. Touch me when you.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out of stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big league.
Ay, kalimot ko.
Tupian pa may mag-open.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう
Headbanger. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style.
One, two, three. So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion in 3D. You won't regret me. Champagne confetti. I wanna see it in motion in 3D. Cause you know I like it, girl. 3D. You know I like it, girl. 3D. Body to body to body to body to body. You and me, baby, you know that we got it.
I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more. I mean, I'm saying what kind of beat is today. I need me to stop holding. Them on you, on me, on us. Just tell me you want me.
Fuck a put, get that kitty cut. Kilo halo ring, fuck me slow slow. Don't you wanna taste it, just to get you started. Futuristic patience, take it cause you earned it. Bling 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 bling, I like chains on chains. Blood stains stain my range, just a little warm. Touch me when you.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out of stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues.
Ay, kalimot ko. Tup
2 p.m. kami mag-open.
"これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう」
Headbanger. Hit me. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style.
All right, we are back for another round here at our flagship battle this month of April at Top Deck Games. Rob Lucci and Anel going at it again. So very popular decks that we're seeing right now here in the metagame of Top Deck. Rob Lucci being ran by Jonathan, or we call him Utan. And then Lyle running Anel. So we're going to see some familiar play patterns here in the next coming game. This is round number 4. So we're getting closer to deciding who's going to be the grand champion of our flagship battle. I believe this is table number 3. Table 1 is Kendo against Ives. So we'll have to wait and see who is going to be left undefeated. Although, rule says the flagship battle has to be hosted with 5 rounds, especially after 17 players, more than 7 players have signed up. So here we go. Let's get into the games. Very interesting that we saw Ives's version of Rob Lucci. So had a little bit of talk with him earlier. He said that he was actually a bit worried during the game. Like, he was really under pressure with the Boa, but he got there with the top deck Gecko Moria, and it just led them to chain multiple Gecko Morias and Sabos and Brooks and Rebecca's as well, bringing them back all over and over again, and that just basically helped them come back against the Boa matchup. But Anel might be a different story. So let's see if Lyle can change the picture in the painting, if that's what you want to say nowadays. Okay, it looks like Lyle is deciding the mulligan while Jonathan is ready to play, putting his life total. I saw the first game earlier. Anel is definitely very frustrating to go up against, especially if you're not having that packing that punch to be able to get through his extra effect. Because every time he has 1 or less life total, he gets back another life. So technically, you have to hit him twice, more than twice, to really get in for the lethal. So it really messes up your math. Right, so Lyle just carefully putting up his life total. Let's start the games. Let's see who goes first. Looks like it's Utan. Oh no, it's Lyle, and he passes the turn. All right, starts off with milling, trying to get a card. Brooks is already on the graveyard. Gets an event card. All right, and now just going in for 8. Bass's turn. No effects. We're definitely gonna see some power play in the next couple of turns as the Dawn starts to rack up. But so far, pretty chill start for both players. All right, attacks with Rob Lucci. Gets to mill 2 cards. I think the good thing about Rob Lucci is that by himself, he is a very good enabler for Gecko Moria and Rebecca. All right, Rob Lucci as a character coming in. What's the play here? Goes in for 6. I believe he forced the guard there. I think that's Okiku. And now it's Jonathan's turn. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's looking at his graveyard, but I don't think it is enough for a power play for Gecko Moria. I think Rebecca is the choice here. Alright. Looks like you got a trigger off of that with Onami. Get up to one of your leaders, banish. K up to one of your opponent's 5 cost. So it looks like Rob Lucci got the hit there. And we have a very interesting play here from Utan. Not familiar with that 5-drop. Looks like a Hulk version of Luffy as a character. Let's see if I can find that card. I think it's I believe it's a new card from OPO7. Looks like he's gonna guard from Enel. Lila's getting stressed at this point. Definitely not recognizing the card on Jonathan's end. There's the Big Mom though. One of Enel's top end characters right there. And look at Jonathan just rolling his hand, trying to count how much is he gonna go for this turn. He should have enough for a Gecko Moria power play. Still has yet to use the Rebecca. Could even opt to play Sabo this turn. And probably drop Rebecca, then call in Gecko Moria to return Rebecca. And then possibly Brooks. Just chaining a bunch of reanimation. I think safest play here is to attack first, maybe. But the threat of another trigger could be very looming for Jonathan. Okay, still trying to figure out what his power play is going to be. Alright, finally found the Luffy card. It's a 5-drop 6k. When attacking, trash up to one of your opponent's characters with cost 2 or less, then place as many cost 4 higher character cards from your trash on the bottom of your deck in any order. For every 3 cards you place, this character gains 1,000. Yeah. So you can definitely take out one. Alright. Plays Tempest Kick, draw a card, and if your trash has 10 more, give -3 cost to one of your opponent's characters. So it's looking to take out Big Mom right here. Yep. Should be the obvious choice. And then Rob Lucci can attack, furthering plummeting her cost. So Big Mom's already down to 4. He also has Sabo. Just not gonna do anything, but he might play at this turn. Alright, right. Plays Khalifa, further deducting the cost. Draw 2, trash 2, then give one opponent's characters -2. And you might be playing Brooks. Okay, taking out Kaku. Alright. It's like a guard there for Lyle, but losing Big Mom very early, it's definitely painful. This is the power of Rob Lucci, by the way, like efficiently taking care of anything that comes into the board. So definitely up ahead on the field for Jonathan. Lyle, on the other hand, may need another powerhouse play here to either take care of the board or just put like a big threat. Like that's what he needs right now. Okiko for 8. Looking to take out Luffy. Hulk Luffy. Right. There is the 5-drop. Gadatsu. Gonna take out Khalifa. And it's gonna pass the turn. Forcing a guard there for Utan. So, but he does have Gecko Moria in his hand right now. So this might be the turn where he's gonna take over the board once again. Even though that was a pretty good turn for Lyle. Both players are still equal at life total. Right, Rob Lucci attacking, taking out Okiku. A little bit of control on the board. I think he just wanted to mill some cards, try to see if he could get more value from playing Gecko Moria this turn. He's definitely most likely gonna play it. Or not! Okay. Plays a different card. Very interesting choice for him to hold up Gecko Moria. But Dial is already up back to 4 health. Interesting choice there for... Oh, but here's the Portgas Ace. Or Mr. Lyle. All right, Jonathan. Is it the turn for him to play Gecko Moria? Because Portgas Ace is already a looming threat on the field. So the card where there was Stussy. Place one of your characters into the trash. KO up to one of your opponents. Alright, so it's just a trade-off. CP0. These are definitely new cards coming in from OPO7. Right, for some reason already up to 5. Rob Lucci, Jonathan needs to really start putting back on the board because NL's life total is not, nudging at all. Alright, so chaining Gecko Moria into Rebecca and then into Spandam. Just getting a ton of value on the board. Just looking what card to get back. Right, Stussy. Maybe going in for another attack. He could have just attacked first, probably. Now he's a little bit wary of getting taken out by Portgas Ace, so it's leaving Stussy to be on the defensive rather than aggressively giving Lyle an extra card or an extra trigger effect. Because NL can be definitely be annoying to deal with. Alright, so Lyle was just checking his graveyard, seeing if it could anticipate any other plays next turn for Jonathan. Alright, and now going in for 7. Takes out 2 cards from his hand instead. And there's the Katakuri play, putting it back on top. He's gonna pass the turn. Oh, he's in it for the long game. That's what I'm seeing. Very interesting choice of strategy here for Lyle. So just making sure Gecko Moria gets controlled. He's gonna have to find a way to put it, like, really put him in the graveyard. Maybe another Big Mom type of play. Alright, gets the guard. Portgas Ace gets taken out by another Stussy. Looks like it's gonna pass the turn. So another very slow turn of events here, where Jonathan is just also comfortable in, slowly controlling the board, just trading off one resource after another from Lyle. But Lyle may be up ahead because he did take out 2 cards from Jonathan earlier with that attack. So I'm not sure if he's in a position to do anything else other than probably like top decking Gecko Moria or getting it back. Doesn't seem to be. Look at it, it's like you see in the orchestra, the maestro is flickering his wand. Rebecca takes the block. And now Jonathan is looking at Lyle's graveyard, checking what other potential cards could be coming out from his hand or his life total. Right, but it looks like here's another power play. Oh my god, double Luffy. Okay. You may place this card from your trash, character from the trash, into your trash. If your life is less than 2, KO up to one of your opponents for less, then draw one card. It's just a 5-drop 6k. No biggie. Decent pressure there for Lyle on the board. The Stussies are definitely bigger, that's for sure, but if you think about it, there might be some cool play coming up for Lyle with these Luffys. If your life is 2 or less, KO up to one of your opponents, cost 4 or less, then draw a card. It replaces itself, but I'd rather he'd keep it for the beatdowns, because he really needs to secure the win here. As much as possible. All right. So I think the first trigger is to mill. I think he wants to mill. Oh no, he's gonna take the damage first, then mill. Oh, and there's a trigger right there. Shirahoshi gets him to play it for free and draws 3 cards to then trashes 2. So a little bit of fixing for Lyle, which is good. Digadatsu. Okay, Rebecca. Here's a small power play for Jonathan. Trying to get back probably a Brook. Yeah, which we have yet to see. Okay, looks like he's playing Kaku instead. On play, place 2 cards with type CP from your trash on the bottom, and then give up to one of your opponent's -3 cost for the turn. No, it changed his mind. Okay. Looks like he's opting for something else. Alright, Spandine is the choice here for Jonathan. He's entered tapped. Play up to 1 for cost from trash rested. Looks like he's going to bring back another character. Bring 3 into the bottom. Yeah, I think Jonathan is a little bit worried about running out of cards to actually play. His deck is actually looking very thin at this point. Super thin. Brings back Rob Lucci 4. Place 3 cards from your trash on the bottom of your deck. Okay, up to one of your opponent's characters 2. And up to one of your opponent's characters costs less 1. Alright. Let's see if we could... Okay, this is actually good for Jonathan because now he's getting a lot of recurring effects. Oh, and there's Sabo as well. Draw 2, discard 2. It's just circling back and forth with his cards. But Lyle is still at 3 health, and he's got a decent board, if you ask me. Like 2 6K Luffy's and 1 Katakuri. That's already a looming threat on the other side. On top of that, you gotta deal with NL's trigger. So it's quite a bit frustrating. Alright, so now he's gonna... Oh my god! And I don't know, man. Just play NL, because the triggers will come off. So, gets a free card of that, fixing his hand once again with Shirahoshi. Bro, what are these triggers? Like, that's pretty annoying to deal with. Alright, discard 2 cards and the second Stussy. Oh, no way. No way it's another trigger. Okay, so he's gonna draw. He slow rolled right there when he checked the card. Come on, Lyle. Don't do this to the viewers. Alright. You want me to win? No, you want me to win. That's what they're discussing right now. Alright, what's the play? 7K. Up to the leader. He's got a Rebecca on the field, so maybe taking it is fine. I was just double checking the card. What is he looking at? Okay, gets Khalifa. Jonathan not happy with that draw. Oh yeah, he can't use Rob Lucci's effect, or rather Luffy's effect, because Sabo just entered the battlefield, so card effects are not gonna be relevant. Yeah, he can KO, but he'd rather not, because that's not gonna happen. Not with Sabo being resolved earlier, as I believe Rebecca came in and then he got back Gedatsu? No, Spandine. He got Spandine into Rob Lucci, and then he played. He called over Spandine with Sabo. So all of his characters are okay, but he does it anyway. He just wants to draw a card. Not sure about that. Okay, Lyle is looking to get aggressive on the board. Trades off with Rebecca. Gets to play another Katakuri? Sure. I like to play. Super frustrating. He gets a heal off one of his triggers once again. And he gets a free play after that. If he tries to fix his hand once again and drag the game a little bit longer. So still no Gekko Moria power play from Jonathan, but he's doing or rather, he already did it, but it got answered very quickly. But so far he's doing a good job in controlling the board. So Rob Lucci going in for 9. Okay, he's gonna let him draw a bunch of cards. Discards the big moms really quickly. Another 9. So looks like he's testing Lyle's hand cards right here, because he's definitely looking for the lethal. I think Jonathan maybe a little bit short, because let's not forget, this is where Enel's innate effect is going to be very crucial. So here it comes. So he takes the damage. Oh, and another play! Oh my god! Shiroshi for the 3rd time! What the hell? That is crazy! That's the 3rd triggered effect from the card itself. And Lyle must be feeling pretty awkward about that. Like, I mean, happy, I guess, because that's an extra card in his hand. And he gets the NL trigger, which means he gets the heal. And he still has a bunch of cards. So now, Jonathan was really hoping that wasn't going to be the case, but now the math is going to be a bit off for him. If he tries to do a double 9k attack, because he could possibly block one of them. And I'm not sure if he has enough. I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could block one of them. Does Enel have a rush character? I guess he does. With Portgas Ace. I think that's the only thing he needs to be worried about. If he doesn't survive this. 9k, 10k. Or double 9k from Jonathan. And then if he survives... hopes for him to block, unless he has another Rebecca. Rebecca could definitely be like a strong card to play in this turn. I was just gonna go for it. Yep, Scott Ford done. Showing off another 9k in power. Let's see if he has an event. An event would be very great, or another trigger. Dude, if he gets another trigger off of this, Lyle might be the most luckiest person right now in the tournament. It's just because having a third trigger. Oh, hold up. Okay, just put it in the hand. It's just a guard. 1, 2, 3, 3 cards. All right, it's passing a turn. Might be a sign of weakness for Jonathan, but I think he could survive this. The next volley of attacks. Oh my god, and he top decks the Vortex Ace! No way. No way, Lyle. He's shaking. He's shaking. He's holding the Dawn. I think it could be possible. Taking it. Okay. That's the first attack. Can he go for a second? Oh my god. He has to go all in. He doesn't have a... This is his last turn. This is like the highlight of, you know, their game right now. It was pretty slow at first, but now things are looking to be very, very hot as of this moment. So he needs to push for an attack. And Jonathan, if he blocks this... things could be very dangerous. Like, that's like 9k, I believe. So, no, 8k. So he needs to dump at least 2k guards. No, he's just gonna take it. Oh, not even a trigger. And the next card's gonna be Gecko Moria. Oh boy. Come on, Lyle. Do you have what it takes? Alright, 6k. Come on. I'm pretty sure you have a guard. Bait the guard. Come on. There you go. Boom! There you have it. 10k for Portgas Ace. Out of nowhere. And he top decked that, by the way. So, the question is Jonathan going to be able to guard the last attack? Does he have it? He does! Oh no! And he survives. And is passing the turn. Oh no. And that was the window. I think that was the only window for Lyle. Damn. That was very scary for Jonathan, but he managed to pull through. He got a guard up there, able to block the last one. Maybe you should have baited. Well, I guess it's very telling if you're gonna leave 10 Dawn. However, the game is not over because once again, NL is such a frustrating leader to go up against because now he's at 1 life again. But that's technically 2 because after he takes this damage, NL's effect is going to take effect. It's going to trigger and it's going to heal 1 more life off the top. And this is such a frustrating wall to go up against. Even with this decent board that Jonathan has built up, he still has 3 cards. He might potentially draw all the remaining cards. This last one and the next one that NL's gonna heal. So that's 5 cards. So you're gonna have a potential of like average 3 or 4 blocks. So you gotta manage your damage really well. All right, let's see. What? What happened? There's a fist bump from Niall. Is it over? Looks like Lyle scoop. I guess time's up. If that's the way it is. this has been a very long game for both these players. So oh no, you hate to see that type of thing happen. No, that's such an exciting game, and we're just getting right at the climax of their intense battle. I think they went to time. Oh no.
Unsa time gi-call? How many minutes passed before nag-call ang time?
No, I'm not aware.
See, it's fine.
What happened?
Wala sila ka-realize na turn 0 na. So they did not know kinsay turn 0.
Oh.
So if si Otan ang turn 0, daog si Lyle. Or if si Lyle ang turn 0, pildi siya. So that's where the problem lies. I think I'm going to assume mga 15 minutes and they already passed 3 turns, so I'm going to say na ano na sila. It's already 3 turns.
Alright.
Pass na mo sila, that's the problem.
Alright, so we got some context for our match. So unfortunately, both of these players were in the think tank for a very long time, and they didn't realize it was already going to time. So none of these players are able to figure out who went turn 0, and that was the crucial turn. Oh no. Because if that was the case, then Lyle actually could have won, especially with an else effect. Based on the rulings of Bandai, player with the highest life total gets to play. Yeah, and Lyle just calls a fist bomb. So we'll clear things up in the last round, but other than that, I'm still not sure who got the win. So kind of a bittersweet turn of events for this round, but exciting nonetheless. It got really exciting up to the last point. So that's shocks. I think we're moving on to the next round, or the last round after this. So we'll see how they're going to proceed with this game. But anyways, guys, if you're just tuned in, or if you're tuning in, thank you so much for watching. This is the flagship battle for the month of April here in Top Deck Games. Oh, and there's another trigger. What the hell? And they're just playing out what would have happened. Another trigger. But anyways, we're gonna be going for a short break, a very short break, because the last round is up next. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these messages.
I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more. I mean, I'm saying what kind of beat is today. I need me to stop holding.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me by making his dog like I'm in the big league.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top Deck Games. We are live for the final round of the flagship battle for the month of April. And lo and behold, we have our final top tables. On the left corner, you got Wendy running Katakuri, and then Ives on the right corner running Rob Lucci. The Lovebirds are actually at the top tables, which you'll love to see it because they've been playing One Piece for quite a decent amount of time, and now they're really going at it. I remember when Wendy started playing, she got her first top 8 flagship at Linked, I believe. It was very impressive. Ives struggled at first, but eventually came through as he kept playing for the past couple of months, and he got his first flagship last week, or last month rather, and it's very, very inspiring to watch these players really improve their gameplay as well as their craft, and it shows. And I love the playmats as well, very sick. We're gonna see these guys duke it out. Pretty sure they're happy to secure another flagship up on their title. But we want to see some action here in Top Deck Games. We're definitely gonna watch these guys play it out. And I'm all for it. Alright, Katakuri and Rob Lucci. I think as we saw Ives play Rob Lucci throughout the tournaments, he has been very impressive so far as to how he's been able to maneuver out very dire situations and just turning things around with his power plays of Gecko Moria, Rebecca, and Brooke. I think Brooke is very powerful, as well as Sabo. Sabo is such a annoying card to go up against. But let's see if Wendy can make a bounce back after that horrendous loss from Kendo with RP Law. Let's see if we're gonna see some better plays this time. All right, it's got Charlotte's. Gonna go in and use Katakuri's effect. Just gonna put it at the bottom. That's usually the sign of rather not liking what you're seeing on the top. So putting it at the bottom means you're really not comfortable with those types of cards on the top of your deck. So then there's Charlotte Pudding. Here we go. Rob Lucci gonna start milling himself. See if we can get a trigger. No, that looks like a Big Mom right there. That's not the card you want to see. I mean, you'd have it early, but this is... I mean, if I were in Wendy's shoes, like, I'd be pretty upset of how the first few turns are turning out, at the very least. We want to see some early triggers, especially if you're playing yellow. And so far, NL has been blessed by the RNG gods so far in our stream. With Lyle just triggering like crazy with triple Shirahoshi. There's the Khalifa right there. Just slowly filling up Evesa's graveyard. Right. Wendy's on the play. Okay, starts off with another trigger for Katakuri and decides to put it at the bottom again, which means like she's been very unlucky so far with her life total. Like she really needs either like a very good top end like Katakuri himself, or probably looking for a decent trigger at the very least, like for a free play where you can put in pressure all of a sudden on the board. Right, what's the play here for Ives though? Sitting comfortably at 3 life. That's a lot of life for him. So 5k with Khalifa. He's gonna guard with Onami. I keep forgetting that Spero, if I'm not mistaken. From Wendy's end. 3-drop 5k searcher. Oh no! And there's the Rob Lucci taking out both Pudding and Spero. But Spero definitely has a on KO effect, which helps her dig further into her top end. Passes a turn. Okay. Alright, takes out Khalifa, trying to get a control on the board. Another Perospero. And what is this? Man, I'm not I'm not sure with these weird alternate arts. I'm not familiar with these cards. Maybe it's Sanji? Sanji blocker? Seems like it. He's got a trigger, 5k, 4-drop. As a guard. Looks like a blocker to me. Right, not bad. Not a bad turn for a Wendy. Ives though. Like the more we progress onto the turns, the scarier it gets for Wendy, as Ives's deck is just such a powerhouse of a deck. Very efficient. And there you go. Wendy offers the trade. Looking to block the 7k attack from Rob Lucci, and then Rob Lucci himself as leader attacking. And let's see if we could get a trigger. Are we getting one? The slow roll. No, just put it into hand. Nothing. Wendy just not getting the cards that she needs for this game. There's the Kaku taking out the Perospero again. Like, you can get as much cards as you want. You're not going to get anything on the field. That's going to take out Perospero. And that's going to trigger his on KO effect. Alright, puts it in the bottom. Passes turn, and just super overwhelming advantage for Yves. Just look at the board state right now. It's just quite unfortunate so far, as we've seen from Wendy's side for the second time. I thought it would have been just an unlucky draws from her end, but the deck is just not showing off as of yet. Alright, there's the Charlotte Pudding. One drop searcher. Either gets a Big Mom pirate card or a Sanji. There's the 7-drop Big Mom goes for the attack. She already knows the top two, so she's just gonna switch it around. So the next step for Wendy is probably gonna be trying to get some heal effects and fix the top of her life with Katakuri in order to get back into the game. But man, these Kakus are just devastating. Taking care of Wendy's board. Yves has no chill. Goes for Sabo. So his board is definitely protected in the next turn. No funky stuff gonna be taking care of his board. And that just goes to show that Yves is definitely practiced a lot with this deck. Because this seems to be a very complicated deck to pilot, if you ask me. Okay, mills a bunch of cards with Rob Lucci. Forces guard right there. Another guard. She still has a bunch of cards in her hand, but oh, it's a trigger. She definitely knew that. Gets a free play. Shirahoshi. Now we're getting somewhere. Draws 3 cards. Dumps 2. This might be the card that Wendy needs. Wow, dumps both Big Moms right there. And there's just a huge gap in terms of being efficient with your Dawn between both these decks. Alright, gets a... Oh, wait, hold up. There's the Big Mom. Gets another heal. And takes out the top. And that was a Gecko Moria. Wow. Nicely done. But she has no blocker, so this could get really rough. Right, mills 2. Attacks with 5k. Goes for the guard. Kaku going for 6. Another guard from Wendy. She still has a couple of cards left in her hand. Right, that's 2 cards, 3k, and another one. I think she could afford to... Oh no, she just dumps her hand. Wow. It's like, no, I'm not gonna take this out. This ain't over. Marvin, welcome to the stream. Ayuden. Oh my god, another trigger! Shirahoshi! Will this be it? Is this gonna be the comeback for Wendy? Wow. Very nice. And off the top from Big Mom, 10 drop right there. Very sick. Okay, looks like Wendy is slowly getting back into the game. Ives is at 1 life though. He does have a bunch of cards in his hand, right? Gets the Tempest kick. It looks like he's gonna call. Ooh, Stussy. Yep. Never mind. Looks like Ives is still super ahead in the game. But don't worry, Marvin. I'm gonna be playing Ayuden later. We might be seeing. Oh, another one. Okay. I definitely think he got that off the. Oh shoot! It's definitely forced the block here. All right, pass the turn. Very, very easy turn for Wendy. Just slam your 10 drop Big Mom and then pressure. That's the way to pressure your opponent's life total. Okay, but Wendy is getting short on resources, so this might be the window for Ives to actually take the game. All right, so hold up. Trying to make sure, yeah, it doesn't carefully mess up his math. No triggers. All right, quite unfortunate. That could have been better. Sabo for 7. Just getting forced to take it. This is it. Is this the win? Okay! And Ives is your flagship battle champion. Congratulations with 5 wins straight over Rob Lucci. Just when I thought Wendy is going to have another bad match, it actually went better than her previous match with Kendo. So I was super impressed with the triggers off of Big Mom into Shirahoshi, which almost got her back into the game. Like, she basically took out Ives's last 2 life totals and is already doing the math. Like, Ives is doing the math with the split. Yeah, you'll love to see it. These guys are just having fun playing Flagship, playing One Piece card game. Such a popular game, and they're reaping the rewards. By the way, of playing this game. So not bad. 15K each off of their hard work. So congratulations once again. I think even Wendy is totally happy seeing her best partner getting another win for the flagship battle. Congratulations. And yep, it was a very nice sets of games that we've watched today. I'm also surprised by myself how I picked up, some of these decks very in a short span of time, because I haven't played One Piece for quite a while. So we'll post the final scoreboard later, Marvin. Don't you worry. But pretty sure Ives got the win. We're just waiting for the rest to finish their games. But we'll post it later in the group chat, and probably after the weekend. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely appreciate your support. We'll be signing off after this, but don't worry, we'll have another flagship battle at Geek Pop Gold. It's going to be another exciting event. I'm pretty sure it's going to be jam-packed. We're going to be seeing other competitors as well joining in at the Limcat Atrium. That's May 25-26. You could get your tickets right now through our website, topdeckph.com. You could also get our merch as well if you want. The merch is going to be going, or rather, it's going to be arriving in the earliest of May, so probably next week. So can't wait to get my hands on that sweet merch from Top Deck. So other than that, next week I believe is also the 8-pack battle, if I'm not mistaken. It's either next week or the week after. So if you're looking to play more One Piece card game, be sure to message Top Deck Games to get your seats secured. So, but anyways, Tito Bapo signing off from Flagship Battle. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching and take care.